Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So once again, another quick video. We're going to be talking about whether or not the iPhone SE is going to be getting iOS 14. Now, I'm recording this video away from my studio, away from everything, so I'm literally just recording this on my iPhone. This is actually on the iPhone 11 Pro though, so if this audio is better, then that's awesome. That means this phone is really good in audio quality. If it's not, then it's bad, I guess, but whatever. But the SE, I just did a video about the 6S and whether that's getting iOS 14. I'm pretty sure that phone is not getting iOS 14 as I stated, and if that phone isn't getting iOS 14, I'm pretty sure the iPhone SE is definitely not getting iOS 14, okay? And I hate to say it, but that's just kind of how things are. And again, I could be totally wrong. There's no way to verify this, but the way I've seen it recently is that screen sizes really do depend on a lot of whether iPhone still wants to support an older phone or not. And if the iPhone SE 2 should be coming out and it's not in that same body type as the original SE, then most probably Apple is not going to be supporting that 4-inch screen size anymore. Now, I personally love the iPhone SE, and one of the main reasons why I loved it was because of that screen size. It was in a very, very good form factor. It was very small in the hands, and it didn't feel like a bad phone or a cheap phone. It felt like a very good phone in that size body. But Apple, they could totally do something where they randomly just don't want to support a 4-inch phone, and that might in and of itself be a huge reason why they don't want to keep supporting it. Another thing, it has that same chipset as the iPhone 6S, so if Apple actually goes and unsupports the 6S, they'll probably there's a higher chance of the SE being unsupported than the 6S, but they won't go and unsupport one and the other. However, I will say that there was a super compelling argument about why the 6S and quite possibly the SE might both get the next version of iOS, which would be iOS 14. And that reasoning was because the 6S and SE have that same type of chipset as a 2017 iPad, and that's still going to be supported. Now, what this means is that quite potentially they're going to keep supporting all chipsets with the Apple A9 chip. But what I will say is that Apple has done something before where they've supported iPhones or iPads longer than they've supported those same counterpart iPhones with those same chipsets. What that means is with the iPhone 6, that had the Apple A8 chip, but the iPad Air 2 had the technically Apple A8X chip, which was a little bit different, but they were supporting the iPad Air 2 to iOS 13, but they didn't support the iPhone 6 to iOS 13. So I could honestly kind of see that same thing happening here. Maybe they'll support it a little bit further, maybe not, but I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% positive the SE probably won't get iOS 14 either. I think it should, especially if that iPhone SE 2 comes out. And if it is in that iPhone 8 body type, then most likely I could see Apple totally unsupporting it. I would imagine they want to move on from there, and I think they want to move on quickly from that home button design, which makes me think the SE2 might not even be in the iPhone 8 body. It might be in like an iPhone 10 body or something like that. I have no idea, and that's kind of a far-fetched idea, but I don't know. Apple, I feel like, will not support the iPhone SE to iOS 14, but I will say just because it's unsupported doesn't mean it's going to be unfunctional or unusable. The iPhone SE is still a completely functioning device. It still has app support through the App Store for many, many more years. So even though you're not going to be on the latest and greatest, you're still going to be getting security updates and all that stuff. So I wouldn't even worry about it too much. The SE is still going to move on. It's still going to live on. So without a doubt, I'll definitely tell you it's probably not getting iOS 14, but it doesn't really matter. It's still a tremendous phone in my opinion. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button. That would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count. So it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.